Hello, Collective. It's me, Patience, your favorite spirit medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physical energy. I'm here with another spirit nugget that spirit has bestowed upon me that we are learning in real time that we want to share with you. It's not going to be for everybody, but we want to put it here for those who need it, for those who are drawn to it, who need to hear it. And it's about energy manipulation. We do a lot of energy reads, learning our spiritual abilities, and we do that on YouTube. If you want to check that out, you can go through the link through the bio. And we're discovering that a lot of people with emotional hang-ups or reactivity, or that are in a state of grief or shame or whatever emotion is affecting them, will result or resort to using energy manipulation. And in this age of information, it is easily and readily available on Google. All you gotta do is look it up: binding spells, love spells, broke spells, jar spells, grave spells, all kinds of spells to manipulate energy. And we want to warn you that it's not worth it. It's not worth the control that you might get temporarily in that moment of knowing that you've controlled someone's life or finances or love for you. It's not worth it. And we want to educate you based on what our spirit guides have told us is really happening on a non-physical level when you choose to do energy manipulation. And what happens is, if you do choose to look someone up to do a spell for you, or you do it yourself, that energy has to come from somewhere. Energy cannot be destroyed or created out of thin air. It's already existing. It's pre-existing because of our creator. And when you do energy manipulation, it needs to come from somewhere to initiate or propel the energy that you're projecting, that you're sending out intentionally with a bad vibe. And where it comes from is your own vital force at first. And for a lot of people who have emotional things they need to work on, that becomes very addicting, and it becomes very dangerous to mess around with something like that when you're in that state, when you're in that unclear field. And you end up doing it over and over again because it works temporarily, maybe at first, but it's taking and taking and taking your energy from your own field, your vital force, in order to make it work. And so that's why it's working. But eventually you run out of fuel, you run out of gas, and you have to get energy sources from somewhere else. And that's where you start exhibiting negative behavior patterns, where you're very emotionally reactive with people you love, or you're very promiscuous and you're using sex as a way to gain energy. And you might not even know that that's what you're doing on a physical level, but on a non-physical level, that is what's happening. There are two different worlds, and we need to understand the implications of messing around with things we don't understand, being ignorant students of magic, of spells, of curses, of hexes, of all these things that are available for anybody to use irresponsibly online. And we need to understand what's really happening. So we highly suggest that you don't do it. Eventually it makes you what is labeled as an energy vampire, where you have to borrow or take other people's energy just to sustain your own energy, or just to keep the manipulations that you've created going. So we highly recommend you don't do it. That's just a little nugget of how it works. If you want to know more, you can find us on Spirit News on all major platforms. It's a podcast where we teach you about non-physical energy with our own spirit team. And we love you, and we hope it helps. Bye.